Welcome, welcome, welcome. So we have a package from Novritsch. And I have to admit, this isn't the first time that I've unboxed it. I should have had the cameras rolling to get my first reaction, but we didn't have the cameras on, so we had to do a reenactment.
It's lit. He's getting excited, bro. He's getting excited, Caitlin.
What is it?
What does it say?
So like most packaging from Novritsch, it comes in these black and white boxes. Very cool, very kind of Apple-esque, I guess. And it has the markings here. And it has a picture of the lovely gun right here. So let's see what is inside. Actually, before we jump into the actual gun, they did send me out their 1 to 4 times scope, so I'm going to do a really quick review and instant thought on what I think of this, because I really like short dots, but I've tried loads of them, so I'll need to see whether this one's good or not. They did send me an extra mag, and the box is kind of destroyed. Apologies. That was the twins. Unfortunately, the cameras were rolling whenever I reacted to them opening these boxes by ripping them apart.
No, God! No, God, please, no!
So this is the mag, full length mag, not the wee short ones. I actually don't know how many these hold. We'll test that out and see. It comes with this nice wee guard here. Do every mags have that? I'm probably the worst one to review an M4 because I very rarely use them. I did have a Bow Dynamics something or other, and it was full of Lonex parts, and I also upgraded it loads. I do upgrade AEGs rarely. I don't really like working on them because they take me so long. I guess the good thing about that little guard is you can fill your mag up, chuck it in a bag, and nothing's going to hit that wee catch and release like 120 BBs or whatever's in this mag into your backpack. So I guess that's a cool thing. So I'll tilt this up so you guys can see as well. So nice bit of foam, huge Allen key. I assume this is for the quick change spring. Another shorty Allen key, not too sure what that's for. I won't lose them, honest. Another mag, which is exactly the same, but I've noticed that this one doesn't have a wee catch. Okay, so this is it. This is the SSR4. Immediately feeling it. This one is all metal. There are 2 versions. There's a polymer and there is a metal version. The weight of the metal one is 2.6 kgs and the polymer is 2.3. So I assume that the polymer is only going to be the lower, but the metal M-lock will be on both models. We have what seems to be like a 5-point buttstock. Now this one does rattle a wee bit. Yeah, that rattles a wee bit. I will show you later on how to fix that really simply. We have safe, semi and auto, and that is of course only on one side. We have this lovely flat trigger, and these are all instant things about me picking it up. Yeah, the bolt catch sticks a wee bit at the last wee bit. Not too sure if that's deliberate or not. Immediately looking at it, there are QD points on the rear. There's none at the front, what I can see, but you can add obviously M-lock. There's a reel up front for iron sights, but there are no iron sights in this. The good thing about this stock is that it has a metal center going through that, so that should be really strong. The only thing to do, like I say, is to get rid of that wiggle, but we'll sort that, no problem. For anybody that's just bought this gun or thinking about buying this gun, you can fix that in 10 seconds flat, I promise you. Talking about buttstocks then, let's move to the back. So the buttstock, like the SSR90, is rubber. And there seems to be 2 star heads for the actual plate. So that's interesting. Where am I going to put this battery? Novritsch did send me out a really good battery. If you're a beginner and you're getting a Lipo, I should add, Novritsch do the Lipo safety bags. These are supposed to be fireproof, so if your battery, not to scare you, but Lipos do tend to go on fire from time to time if you treat them badly. So highly recommend you getting one of these bags just to help try and contain the danger. So this is the SSR 97.4 Lipo that they sent me. It will fit in that M4 stock. And this is the 11.1 battery that is 2600 milliamps. So it's quite a chunky nunchuck thing. And I'm not too sure, will it fit in that? It must do. They sent me it out, so let's try and get it fit. Is this what you M4 boyos do? Do you just need to take these plate covers off with screws and all? I don't remember me ever having to do this. What did that do? What did it do? It's kind of, oh, there. Right, so I've got that plate off. I am now, what the? So cool, Dean's, I highly recommend Dean's over the Mini Tamiya, whatever. They always break for me. There's that, oh no, it's supposed to be like that. There's actually a bit of a gap there, but that is supposed to be like that. There's a catch on it, so it's not gonna move anywhere. Yeah, there's the Dean's, right? So how, what the, how? There's no way that's fitting in there.
That's what she said.
Do you remember that time I used to be affiliated with Novritsch and they sent me out a gun and I ended up breaking it on them? Maybe this is why they sent me it out, because they thought, hey, let's give it to Staten, he'll manage to break it. Look, to be honest, we'll chuck the 11.1 Lipo in to see how many rounds per second and feel how snappy the trigger is. And we'll also put this 7.4 in. That 7.4 will definitely fit in there. It's certainly not a quick change battery, but that doesn't bother me so much because this has a quick change spring. Worst reviewer ever. Right, anyway, this is supposed to be like a quick look thing, not a mad review. There are lots of talented people out there that have a lot more patience for this type of thing. Like, I'm sure Fox Green will have a really, really fucking good one. He'll get into all the nitty gritty, I'm sure, because he's very, very good that way. Whereas I'll just try and not break it. Oh, there's beeps. Now, I have the SSR 90 and I've gamed that a couple of times and I am well advanced in the sound of beeps. I think Novritsch makes his own trigger units, doesn't he? I did see in his stories that they were making MOSFETs and all, so that was pretty cool. Right, so we've got a battery in. It beeped at me. It's on safe. Flat trigger is here, and it's pretty hard now. Oh. We've now got the 11.1 on. Let's, we've got safe on, no BBs in where there should be in. Right, we'll aim at my coat. I promise you there's a coat here that's going to absorb this BB and not ricochet and hit me in the face. Whoa! Oh yeah. I got carried away a few days ago when it arrived and I immediately stuck it in the binary. It's just kind of fun. One thing I don't like about the M4 triggers in general is that you can't feel any type of wall. So it's kind of muscle memory. This is only the first few times that I've shot that gun, and as you can see, I can't get it that nice smooth thing. So this is it in full auto. Oh, the Novritsch team were quite good because they sent me out a sheet here with loads of information on it. So let me read this bit out. The SSR4 was designed to be the first and last rifle you'll ever need. We went beyond a typical entry-level gun combining utilitarian design language with parts focused on consistent performance over a long time period. Long story short, this airsoft gun will be there for you for a very long time. Oof. Bold statement. So we're getting a wee bit into the head of the Novritsch team here, and basically what they're saying is this is going to be an entry-level gun price-wise, but it should be good enough, consistent enough, durable enough to last you throughout your airsoft career. let's go back down my list. So SSR features programmable electronic trigger unit, which includes burst, binary, pre-cocking and battery protection. Now, accidentally, I obviously tested the battery protection because that Lipo just didn't want to shoot that gun and the trigger unit beeped at me. So that battery's probably dead. I'm gonna have to charge that. Around 22 rounds per second with high speed gears, 16:1 and an 11.1 volt battery. So there's two variants that they've made, the full metal body and the lightweight reinforced polymer body, but they both have the same internals. It's just what exterior you want. Just so you know, you'll be able to get this. It's going to be 1 joule, 1.13 joules and 1.5 joules, and there's going to be a specific German version and an international version. The German version will be semi only, so it means they can get around that half joule restriction. Let's see, what else is there? M-lock handguard and top Picatinny rail for accessories. Of course, right, so we've kind of moved off the buttstock. I've pulled the trigger. Trigger's cool. It looks cool because it's flat, and the grip is, yeah, the grip is fine for me. The M-lock is pretty funky. It's not like any M-lock I've seen. There are 4 M-lock sides, top, left, right and bottom, and in between each one you've got that kind of Spider-Man stroke building garter look. Dust covers always do that, don't they? It's a rotary hop. Down must be for hop on. Does it say that? Yeah, down is hop on and up is hop off. Now that feels really easy and really smooth. It's clickless, so you should be able to dial that in with quite a bit of precision. Right, see that? Moving forward, you've got the rails at the front for iron sights, I presume, but I'll maybe use it for scope camera. Right at the very front, you've got the 4-prong flash hider, which is quite snazzy. So there's a nice design that's gone into this. This reminds me of the bottom of a KWA Mod 1, the way they leave the rail off and then have that, but it's down here, it's underneath. Which is kind of cool. I quite like that. Keeps it nice and clean. There's nice lines to it. Let's check the mags. Let's see how they fit. Let's feel the... So a wee tiny bit of rattle. The mags are polymer and they do drop out quite easily. Oh, I quite like that. It says here on the side 5, 15, 25, which is for real steel. Speaking of markings, there's only one real flashy bit, which is the Novritsch SSR. The other thing about the body that you'll see is that the dust cover isn't black like the body. So that's kind of a wee bit strange. The M-lock handguard feels very thin. It'll be very comfortable for grabbing. I don't know if I'll put on a angle grip or foregrip, or I don't know. We'll see. Let's get this bad boy rigged up, shall we? In fact, let's load it up. So I've got my Kuno here. We also have 0.2 gram BBs. There's no winder, so it's mid cap. And what do these hold? Like 90, 100, 100-ish? Right, let's see if it takes this here. To me, it seems like a 120 round mag, but obviously I didn't count them. 98, 1, 98, 98, 99, 98. So it's right on the money there. Right, the hop is now, say, halfway. And on a 0.2, I assume that's way too much, maybe. 99, 98, 99, 98, 99, 98. One other thing to try are these EMP1S6950, whatever you call these mags. These are the shorties, so they're 150 rounds. Okay, so let's see if these EMP1Ss feed. Yep, try full auto. That's mags, that's the look of it, that's the battery, that's the stock. What else would you guys want to know? obviously how it shoots. So let's go outside and see what that's like. So I hope you like the unboxing. I've kitted mine out how I want it. I've got a red dot on top. I'm not going to put a short dot on top because I'll be ranging this in for like 50 meters, and wherever I see that red dot, that's where it's going to hit. I might do a few upgrades, might change the hop unit, but I'm going to run it in the first game completely standard and see how it does. The shooting test that I just did, majority was very, very good, but I did have that odd double feed. It happened at 35 meters and I went back at 50 meters and the same thing happened. And after it happened on the 50 meter one, the next couple of BBs overhopped a bit and then it settled back down. So I'm not too sure what that is. Could be the plastic hop unit, I'm not too sure, but we'll delve into that very, very soon. Overall, I think that it's going to be a really, really good gun for the price point and exactly what the Novritsch team said. If you're starting out, it'll be a great option and you will be able to do a couple of wee things just to make it better, and it'll be a very, very good rifle overall. I hope you liked the video. If you did, like, subscribe, there'll be plenty more to come. Thank you very much to Novritsch for sending me this out. And oh yeah, one last thing. So they sent me out there 1 to 4. Now I use short dots all the time, so I'm very, very used to them. The turrets on these just twist. There's no up or down locks, which is sometimes a bad thing, but there's also no tools needed to adjust it, so it's very, very quick. The other thing is it's illuminated. Now the illumination is a full illumination, so it lights up the full mil dot crosshair. The crosshair is dead on. The optics are really good. It's very, very light. It's a smaller tube than normal, so there's a lot less glass in it, meaning that it's very, very light. It might not be as bright then in darker situations, but for the majority of time I'm playing during the day, so it should be quite good. The 1x magnification is pretty close to 1x, which is quite rare. And you also have the lever here to adjust the magnification really quickly. I might run it on my NTW or I might run it on the SSR4 here. Definitely for my first game, I'm gonna rock it out like this. What do you guys think? It seems like anytime Novritsch brings out a gun, there's a lot of controversy, there's a lot of haters, and there's a lot of people appreciating it. If you see me out in the game and you wanna try any of the Novritsch guns or any of my guns, please feel free to come up to me and I will happily give you a go. Anyway, peace.